first blush, the Harden acquisition appears to put the Sixers on quite a trajectory. How do you think this is going to play out over the next several weeks?
Yeah, they look really good. It's funny. I texted a buddy of mine in the business, Mo Dakhil from Bleacher Report, had written a bunch of stuff saying that he had X's and O's concerns about the Harden and Embiid pairing. And it was a smart analysis breaking down why it might not be as great as people would assume. So naturally I had to give him a hard time when it looked so good after 2 games. Like, I don't know, man. They look pretty damn dangerous. And the vibe is seemingly very good. James Harden, it really is, say what you will about how he left Houston, how he left Brooklyn. When he's in a good place, and we'll see if it continues, this guy is special. And even you can see it in the zip on his passes and even kind of the way he's bouncing down the floor a bit. He's obviously having a lot of fun here in the early stages and kind of reminding people that he is on that short list of elite talents in this league. So they look dangerous. It's only a couple games. We'll see how it goes from here. But I like, the trade for them. And like you guys were talking about earlier, the parity in the East is just insane because you can, just kind of pick a team and throw a dart at the dartboard and you're probably going to get it right in terms of somebody being a contender. There's so many really, really good teams.
Well, I mean, there's the Heat at the top of it. We're looking at a game in front of the Bulls and DeMar DeRozan. What a run that he has been on. Cavs, Bucks, Sixers are right there, just 2.5 behind the Heat. And again, the thing is about Harden's first 2 games, Sam, is, Embiid said after Friday night he's never been more wide open in his career. And then I can't help but notice the first 2 games that Harden's been there, Tyrese Maxey has been a hell of a third man in here. It's not just a 2-man game, No. This kid has lit it up the last 2 nights as well.
No, he's been fantastic. Yeah, and even that, I mean, my goodness, like how great has this, or how well has this worked out for Daryl Morey, the Sixers president of basketball operations? Because if you go back to when Daryl was trying to trade for James Harden with Houston, Tyrese Maxey, I believe at that point, was part of the discussions and just wasn't the guy that he is now. And there was a world that existed where you kind of sent him along because he was, you kind of saw him as expendable at the time. And now to see the kind of player he's become, where he gives you a third, impact guy, is huge. And it's just, it is, again, it's wild to watch. I mean, James, I don't know what quarter it was. He had a pass the other night where, from behind half court, just a chest pass to a runner on the right side. And I was thinking to myself, I wish they had an odometer on that thing or a speed gun, because it just had more zip on it than any Harden pass that I'd seen in quite some time. And I thought it spoke to how locked in he was. So they're dangerous. It is tough that they had to lose Steph Curry in that deal. They would be, even better from a shooting front if that was the case, if they still had him. But they're really good.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.